So we have our introduction. There we go. This is a guide on how to graft z-scores. It's a little trickier than other types of grafting, but let's go back to our Excel file. Okay, now as we see on our Excel file, we have the z-scores already made. What we need to do is highlight them. What we're going over now is material that you can find virtually in any book. There is one trick to this that is very difficult to find, and that's the reason why we're illustrating this on film. The first thing that we want to do is to highlight them, as I've just illustrated. Then we want to do a left click on Insert. We have a wide range of options. What we want to do with z-scores typically is to do a line chart. And we'll select our first one. Here we have a chart that does a really good illustration of the relationship between word recognition and disruptive behavior. We can readily see that as word recognition improves, disruptive behavior does not. This chart would never be accepted in any kind of record keeping. It needs to be cleared up. The first thing that we want to do is to go into layout. All charts have to have a label, and we'll label this Chris. The next thing that we need to do is to do the we need to label the axes. These would be days. The vertical axis would be z-scores. And I guess the most useful thing to do would be to move the label to the bottom. We've done that. Now, this is a awful chart because the horizontal axis is not at the bottom, and this is where many people have problems. The trick to this is to do a left click on to the vertical axis. What we see is a bunch of options, and the option that we want to use is to format axis. We have a wide range of options, and what we want to see is what is the number that is at the very bottom. And that number that is at the very bottom is negative 1.5. We want to go to our window and click Axis Values, where the horizontal axis crosses the axis value. We'll click on that box, and we will insert whatever that bottom number is. In this case, it's negative 1.5. Once we do this and close it, the axis goes where it belongs. We have a really good illustration on how the relationship of Chris's word recognition to her disruptive behavior. A lot of facilities do not permit um, color graphics, and the options are available to make these in black and white. And so we have it. Well, thank you very much, and I hope this has been helpful to you. Again, these presentations are part of a larger article that goes into much more detail about how to employ Z-scores for the evaluation of practice. Thank you very much.